Hey, what's up YouTube? I'm back at it again for another installation video. And today I'm going to install this Viofo dual motorcycle dash cam. I'm going to install this on my 2016 Honda Goldwing. And you can also install this on the new Honda Goldwing as well. Being a motorcycle owner can be dangerous out on the roadways, especially when drivers are riding with reckless abandonment. So it's good to have some type of video device for playback if necessary. So stay tuned to my video. We're going to take a look at this Viofo, and then I'm going to walk you through how to get it installed on the Honda Goldwing. So let's get started. So before we get started with the unboxing, I want to give a special thanks to Viofo for sponsoring the Caliente Garage with this dual motorcycle dash cam to install on the Honda Goldwing. So looking at the box, some of the features: it has a dual camera at 1080p. It has the Sony sensor. It has a wide angle view of 170 degrees. It has the super night vision, Wi-Fi support. It has a GPS logger, a remote control, and it's water resistant. The Viofo dual motorcycle dash cam. Let's get into the unboxing. See what comes in the box. Everything is neatly packed. This looks like the main unit. Also in the box, we have power cable, have a camera. Also, we have another camera. We have the remote control. Also in the box, we have the GPS sensor. Comes with directions, a user manual. So we got the user manual. We have some mounting hardware. And they just give you some mounts. So we have some camera mounts. And we have more mounts. We have an Allen screw or an Allen wrench. We have some Velcro sticky pads, Velcro pad, zip ties for wire management, more hardware for the camera mounts. Comes with a micro SD card and a SD adapter. And also a USB adapter. So you can plug the micro SD straight into this adapter and plug this into the USB type A. The good thing about this particular unit, everything is color coded, so it's self-explanatory. Looking at the main unit, okay, you have the cameras. Now, when you connect the cameras or when you connect the pins, they have these little pins. So on the unit is arrows. You want to make sure that you align the arrows when you install your plugs. So you want to be very gentle. You got arrows. You want to make sure they're lined up. Push those arrows in. Be gentle. And then you can twist on the connectors. So again, the good thing about this kit, everything is color coded. Okay, you want to look at the arrow on each color. You got a little arrow. It's kind of hard to see. You want to take those arrows and you want to push them together. Make sure you don't bend the pins. And you want to connect all of the colors together. So your yellow is your cameras. Okay. This blue is the remote. So we're going to hook blue to blue. Again, we're going to align the cable. We're going to align the arrow with the arrow on the other end. So you're going to press them in together, being gentle, not to press the pins, not to bend those pins. And now turn the connectors and it's secured. Look for your arrows. There's another arrow. Push those arrows together. And you don't want to force those pins. You want to just lightly push them in. You'll feel them drop in. And then you can just kind of wiggle. And then you can turn those connectors. Very simple. It's not hard. Looking at the power cord. Same thing. Power cord is red. We're going to find the arrow. Find the arrow on coming from the main unit. Align those pins together. Push them in. Turn the connectors. And that's how you connect the main unit to all of the connectors. Now, red is going to be your power cable. So before I install this on my Honda Goldwing, I'm going to bench test it just to make sure that it comes on. Anytime you are installing electrical devices on your motorcycle, always bench test just to verify that it comes on. Every blue moon, you may get something that may not work. So you don't want to go through the hassle of getting everything put in and it doesn't come on. So bench test things off the bike before you install it on the bike. So we got the colors lined up. Okay. Looking at the power cable, very simple. Red is going to be your 12-volt hot. Okay. Black is going to be your ground. Blue is going to be your accessory wire or remote or trigger, whatever you want to call it. Still 12 volts. But the way this is designed, that this is going to be hot all the time on the red. The blue only is hot when you turn on the switch or the ignition. For testing purposes, we're going to hook the blue and the red together, connect the black to the ground, and I want to verify that it comes on. Okay. But on the bike, you want to hook red to a constant hot. You want to hook blue to the terminal that's hot only when the ignition switch is turned on. Otherwise, if the unit is always on, it could drain the battery. So you want to make sure you hook this blue to a 12-volt terminal that's only hot when you turn on the ignition or the accessory. And the black is going to connect to the ground. So we're going to bench test that here in a moment just to verify that everything works. Now, looking at the unit, we got to install the micro SD card. Okay. This adapter is when you take your micro SD card, you can plug it inside of a PC or any device that has the SD connection, and then you can download the footage to the hard drive on your PC. Okay. You have another option of taking the card, plugging it into this device, Being gentle, you don't want to break it, you don't want to force it. And then you can plug that into your PC to download the information off of the micro SD card. So they thought of everything with the adapters to install the micro SD. To install the micro SD into the device, you want to look on the side of the unit. Okay, take off. You're going to open that little plastic cover. You're going to take your micro SD card. It's going to go in upside down. So the words are at the top. You want to make sure you flip it upside down. And then it should go right in that slot. Clicks right in. You can take the cover and cover back the slot. To take the micro SD out, open up the cover, press in on the card, and the card comes out. So those gold contacts is going to be upright. So I'm going to install the micro SD into the unit. I'm going to close back the side cover. So I'm going to take a 12-volt battery and we're going to bench test the main unit just to verify that it powers up. So I have a 12-volt battery that I keep charged that I use for bench testing. So this battery is going to simulate. The battery is going to simulate being on the motorcycle. So remember, blue is your accessory. It's still 12 volts. We're going to tie it to the 12-volt power cable just for testing purposes. So I'm going to take my hot side, I'm going to connect the hot side first. Next, I'm going to take my ground and I'm going to connect it to the ground. So here we go. As you can see, your lights are coming on the remote. The unit itself does not have any LED lights. Your LED lights is going to be on the remote only. So we know the unit is powered up and we know that the unit is working according to the LED lights. Now, we're going to get into the operations here after I get it installed on the bike, but I wanted to verify that the unit is working. For my particular setup, and you can put the main unit where you feel comfortable. For my setup, I'm going to put it in the left saddlebag. Since I have some other accessories in the left saddlebag that's already wired, it's going to be a good place for me to place the main unit in the left saddlebag. For you, you may want to place the main unit underneath the seat. The choice is yours. You can find the best spot on your motorcycle to place the main unit. For my setup, I'm going to place the main unit in the left saddlebag. Now, I'm going to disconnect. I'm going to disconnect all of the attachments, because when you install this on the bike, and once you get everything installed, then you can connect up the units or the cameras and the power cable. So I got it. Just want to wiggle it loose to remove that camera. wiggle loose to remove the camera. Remove this power cable. So install the main unit first, then install the cameras, the GPS module, the remote control, and the power cable. So I'm going to go over with you the mounts. Now, in the kit, they give you mounts. They give you plastic mounts and they give you metal mounts. You can use either or. And this is, for example, if you're going to use the plastic mount, and this is going to go around the camera. So if I take one of the cameras, for example, if I wanted to use the plastic mount, the mount is going to go around. It's got a little slot around the camera, kind of like a GoPro camera. This mount is going to go onto the mount, just like so. So you can mount the camera up or down and then rotate the camera according to your setup. So if you mounted it upside down, you can rotate the camera around to make sure that the view is upright. But the biggest thing with the mounts is that if you use the plastic, you don't have to use a spacer. Everything is lined up perfectly. All you have to do is put the clamp around the camera along the mount, take the provided screw and put it through the mount. So if you're using the plastic mount, that's all you have to do. It's a little bit different on the metal mount. So let me show you the metal mount if you decide to use the metal mount. The option is yours. So if I was going to open up the metal mount, and they give you two metal mounts. The metal mount is a little bit different because it requires a spacer. The spacer comes in a kit. Okay, you're going to take the spacer. That spacer is going to slide I'm going to open it up just a little bit. So you're going to take that little spacer. It's going to go in between if I can get it in. Now you can take your metal mount that came in the kit. You can take your camera, put your metal mount around that camera, same thing. Put it around the camera, pinch that metal back together, and now you can put the camera onto the mount with the provided screw. Very simple. It's almost the same as the plastic, but you have to insert the spacer. And then you can take your provided Allen key that came in the kit, and then you can screw the screw through the clamp like so. And that's using the metal mount. Plastic mount is a lot easier. You don't have to put that spacer in there. Just take the clamp, put it on the mount, take your screw, and put it through the clamp. So that's the difference between the plastic and the metal. Plastic just seems a lot easier. So the choice is yours, but everything is in the kit depending on your application. Give you a quick look at what I've done. I have the main unit Viofo inside of the saddlebag. So I put the Velcro on the back and I can just press it down. On the side of the unit, there's the access panel to get out the SD card. So I have everything running through the bike. Now on the rear, it goes up the back of the bike, and I have the camera underneath my rack. I just need to make the final adjustment with the side screw on the bracket. But there's that rear camera. I mounted my GPS unit here on the gas tank lid, so when I open up the gas tank, it's mounted right on the top. On the dash is the remote control that I have Velcroed to the dash. On the front of the Honda Goldwing is the front camera. As you guys can see, there's the front camera, and the front camera just runs up underneath into the side pocket, up underneath the side glove box, runs along the side of the bike, underneath the seat, into the side saddlebag. So on the unit, I can unvelcro it. When I turn the bike on, takes about 5 seconds, and I'll get LED lights. There it is, the LED lights and the Wi-Fi. So when I'm riding, I can just reach up, hit the record button. So I like the way everything turned out. You can put the main unit underneath the seat, or you can put it in a saddlebag depending on your application. Every bike will be different depending on the type of bike you're riding. So the only thing remains is to adjust the camera for the angles, and then I'm going to take the bike out for a test ride. So if you guys have any questions or any comments, be sure to put them down in the comment section below. I will include a link in the description of the video of where you can pick up the Viofo motorcycle cam for the Honda Goldwing. And you can also install this on the new Honda Goldwing as well. So let me know what you guys think about my installation. Stay tuned to the video. I will do a review and let you guys know exactly what I think about the dual camera system that I installed on the Honda Goldwing. So drop a comment, let me know what you guys think, and I will talk to you guys later. See you.